Good morning. Today we will study dihedral group. We have studied a lot about groups in previous lectures. Today we will study that we can create a group by any geometric shape by looking at the symmetry of the shape. Symmetries are the transformation when you flip and rotate the shape, which looks the same before and after. The symmetry form a group called a group of symmetries. When the shape is regular polygon, the group of symmetry is called the dihedral group. The word dihedral means two faces and it is related to polyhedron, which means many faces. So it is enough to rotate the polygon by an angle so that the shape is same as the initial shape. So to make n rotations to complete 360-degree turn, we make a rotation of 360 by n degrees. Remember that symmetry comes from the word symmetros, which is a Greek word and it means like measure. So today we will discuss the symmetry of a square. Suppose we want to fix a tile which is square tile and we want to fix it in a room. Our goal is to describe in some reasonable way all possible ways in which this can be done. In particular, we want to discuss the possible relationship between the starting position of the square and its final position in terms of motions. Here we are interested in the net effect of the motion rather than the motion itself. For example, if we consider a 90-degree rotation and 450-degree rotation of this square, we will get the same square since they have the same net effect on the every point. Suppose our square tile is a transparent and it is made up of glass. Let us mark each corner of the square by A, B, C and D. This makes easy to distinguish between the motions that have different effects. So now we may describe in simple terms all the possible ways in which a square object can be repositioned. Suppose we rotate it in anti-clockwise direction. So if you rotate it rotate it in anti-clockwise direction, so our this corner B will come to this corner which we have marked by A, and this corner which we have marked by A will come to this corner which we have marked by C, and this corner which we have marked by C will come to this corner uh, which we have marked by D, and this will come to this position which we have marked by A. These positions are obtained by single rotation in anti-clockwise direction, and which is nothing but a rotation of 90 degree. So if we do not rotate this square, the position remains the same and we call this a 0-degree rotation. So in rotation of 0 degree there is no position in change of corner. But we have seen that when we rotate by 90 degree, then the positions of these corners are changed and the resulting position is this which we discussed in previous slide. So this is the corner B, this is the corner D, and this is the corner A, this is the corner C of the original square. Although shape of both the square is same. If we again rotate it by 90 degree, then this corner B will come to here, this corner A will shift to here, and this corner C will come to here, and this corner D will get this position. This is the position of corner when which is obtained by rotating this square by 90 degree, or we can say that we have rotated this corner, uh, this square by 180 degree. So we have given this one rotation of 90 degree and then again one rotation of 90 degree. So rotation of by rotation of 180 degree, this is the position of corner which we obtained. When we again rotate it by 90 degree, then our corner C will come here, the corner D will come here, corner B will come here, and corner A will come here. And this is a rotation of 270 degree which is given to our this initial square. When we give this square a rotation of 270 degree, we will get this square. So after rotation, we see that the position of corners is changed, but the shape of the square is same, or shape of any figure is same. The shape doesn't change, only the position of the corners is changed. Again, if we flip the square about the horizontal axis, then this corner A will come here and this corner B will come here, and C will go up and D will go up if we flip it about the horizontal axis. So this is the position of corner which we obtained on flipping about the horizontal axis. And if we flip around vertical axis, then this AC and BD will be interchanged. So positions of these corners, B will come here, corner D will be here, corner C will be here, and corner A will be here. If we flip the square about the main diagonal is this AD. If we flip the square around the main diagonal, the position of corner B and C will change. So we will have A here, C, B and D. Again, if we flip it by another diagonal which is BC, then position of A and D will change. It means here we have corner D, here we have corner B, here we have corner C, and we have corner A here. Notice one thing, if we again flip this around about horizontal axis, we will get this square which was our initial position. And if we flip it about vertical axis again we will get the initial position. And if we flip it about the main diagonal, then we will get this position. If we flip it about the another diagonal BC, then we will get this position. So if we flip twice, we get the identity, means we get the same position. Again, observe one thing, if we rotate it again, we have rotated by 0 degree, then 90, then 180, then 270. If we again rotate it by 90 degree, means if we give it complete 360 degree turn, we get the same position. If we again rotate it by 90 degree more, then we will get this position. It means rotation of 4 times gives the initial position, means the identity. So suppose a square is repositioned by a rotation of 90 degree, which we have shown that if we rotate it by 90 degree, this is the position of corners. And if we flip it around horizontal axis, then this BD and AC will interchange, and this is the position of the corners A, C, B and D. And this is nothing but, see, A, C, B, D. This is nothing but the flip of the square around the main diagonal. So if we rotate a square by 90 degree, then flip around horizontal axis. The resulting figure is nothing but the rotation about, flip around main diagonal. So we see that the pair of motions taken together is equal to single motion D. D means flip around the main diagonal. So this observation suggests that we can compose two motions to obtain a single motion. Since the 8 motions may be viewed as a function from a square region to itself, and as such we can combine them using function composition, we may write HR90 equal to D. This is H means flip around horizontal axis, R90 means rotation around 90 degree, D means flip around main diagonal. So we may write HR90 equal to D. So these 8 motions which we denote by R0, R90, R180, R270, H, V, D and D dash together with the operation composition form a mathematical system called a dihedral group of order 8, and it is denoted by D4. We know that order of a group is nothing but the number of elements it contains, and this group contains a 8 element. So we say that the order of this group is 8, and D4 we have denoted because 4 is the number of side of the square. So we can construct a composition table for this group, and we have seen in previous lectures how to construct a composition table, and this table is also called a Cayley table. Cayley is the name given to honor the English mathematician Arthur Cayley, who introduced it in 1854, and this also we discussed in the previous lecture when we studied the composition table. So now we know how to construct a composition table. We write all the elements of a D4 in the top border row and left border column. Then we perform these transformations R0 to R0, R090, R180 and write the corresponding elements here. Then we perform R90 with top border row, then we will write the elements here. Similarly, to write the elements of third row, we will perform the transformation R180 on these. And we have seen that how to combine the two transformations or the two motions. We have seen I have discussed the example of rotation of 90 degree and flip of horizontal axis, flip around horizontal axis, and in which we get nothing but the flip around main diagonal. So it means H into R90 is nothing but D. So similarly, we can find R90 into R90, which is nothing but R180, R90 into 180, which is nothing but R270. This you can easily construct a composition table by taking the help of these figures. We have discussed all the rotations here around 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degrees. We have also discussed flip around horizontal axis, vertical axis, about the main diagonal and other diagonal. So this table can be easily constructed. Here the first row is identical with the top border row. So element on the extreme left is the identity element of this group, which we have marked by red color. Here this is R0, this is R0, this is the identity element. This mark it also by red color. R0, 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 R0. These are all the identity element of this group, which help us to find the inverse element. So inverse of R0 is nothing but R0, because element above R0 is R0 in the top border row. Inverse of R90 is R270, because element above R0 in the top border row is R270. Inverse of 180 is R180 because element above R0 is R180. Inverse of R270 is R90 because element above R0 in the top border row is R90. Inverse of H is H. Inverse of V is V because element above R0 in main diagonal is in top border row is V. Inverse of D is D. Inverse above R0 in top border row is D. Inverse of D dash is D, D dash because element above R0 in D dash is R0 in main diagonal is D dash. Also we have seen that if we flip around twice we get the identity element. So we can also use it. Also notice that all the elements of this composition table are the elements of D4. One more thing, this table is not symmetrical about the main diagonal. Although in the first row, element towards right are R90, R180, R270, H, V, D and D dash. Below it are R90, R180, 270, H, V, D and D dash. So element towards the right and below R0 are same, but in second diagonal element towards right are 270, R0, D dash, T, HV and below are 270, R0, D and D dash. Here it was D dash and D, it is D and D dash. Here it is HV, it is DH. So the element towards the right of R180 and below R180 are not same. Similarly, we may see that from this table that in some cases element towards the right and below the element of main diagonal are same, but in some cases it is not same. So we conclude that this composition table is not symmetrical about the main diagonal. It means this group is not abelian, so it is an non-abelian group. And non-abelian is the abelian is a name given to honor a mathematician Niels Abel, which was from Norway. So we have studied this table. Since each element in the table belong to the set D4, so D4 is closed with respect to function composition. Also, the 8 motions are functions which we discussed in previous slide, and the operation is function composition. Then since the composition is associative, the elements of D4 satisfy associativity. Since first row of the table is identical with the top border row, the element R0 on the extreme left of this row is the identity element in D4. Existence of inverse, we have seen that inverse of R0 is R0, inverse of R90 is R270, inverse of R180 is R180, inverse of 270 is R90, inverse of H is H, inverse of V is V, inverse of D is D, inverse of D dash is D dash. Since the composition table is not symmetrical about the main diagonal, since a function composition is not commutative in D4, so therefore the group is non-abelian. Now number of elements in a group D4 is 8. Therefore, we conclude that D4, which consists of R0, R90, R180, R270, H, V, D and D dash, is finite non-abelian group of order 8 with respect to function composition. So we have seen that we can create a group by any geometric shape by looking at the symmetry of the shape. Similarly, we can discuss many dihedral groups. We can discuss it for equilateral triangle, any regular pentagon or any regular n-gon. The corresponding group is denoted by Dn and it is called a dihedral group of order 2n. Thus, a dihedral group is the group of symmetries of regular polygon which includes rotations and reflections. You may notice this from the table also that here all the elements are of rotation which are non-flip. Here all the elements are obtained by flipping. These are all reflections, and these are again the elements obtained by flipping. So these are all reflections, and these are all non-flipped elements, and these are obtained by rotations. So this is the D8 groups. I have shown the following figure shows the effect of the 16 elements of D8 on the stop sign. The first row shows the effect of 8 rotations. So if we rotate, this is the shape obtained by rotation. If we rotate it by anti-clockwise, then we will get this shape, we get this shape, we get this shape. If we keep rotating, so these are the shape obtained by 8 rotations. And this row uh, shows the effect of 8 reflections, in each case acting on the stop sign with the orientation as shown on the top left. It is a reflection of this, it is a reflection of this, it is a reflection of this. So this is the D8 group. I have taken the example of this uh, polygon, which consists of 8 sides, and I have I have shown the reflections of I have shown the effect of 16 elements of this D8 on the stop sign, which we daily come across whenever we go out of home. Again, this is D6 symmetry. This is nothing but the red star of David. And this is D16 symmetry. This is the imperial seal of Japan. And this is D24 symmetry, which is nothing but Ashoka Chakra, which is used in national flag of the Republic of India. So the dihedral group arise frequently in art and nature. Many of the decorative designs used on floor covering, pottery, and the buildings have one of the dihedral groups as group of symmetry. Corporation logos are rich source of dihedral symmetry. So we have seen in the last table some of the uh, dihedral groups. This is D6, this is D16 group, this is D24. And for more example, you may refer to the logo of Mercedes-Benz, which is D3. And there are so many 5-pointed star logos. Also, the starfish, uh, sea cucumber, feather stars, sand dollars are some of the patterns which exhibit D5 symmetry. Commonly occurring symmetric patterns are D4 and D6. Today we discussed D4. And it is interesting to see that mathematically it is impossible for a crystal to possess a DN symmetry pattern with n equal to 5 or n greater than 6. So dihedral group play an important role in group theory, geometry and chemistry. Dihedral group of order 2n is often called the group of symmetries of a regular n-gun. The plane symmetry of a figure f in a plane is a function from the plane to itself that carries f onto f and preserves distances. It means for any point p and q in the plane, the distance from the image of p to the image of the q is the same as the distance from p to q. The symmetric group of a plane figure is the set of all symmetries of the figure. And clearly, a rotation of a plane about a point in the plane is a symmetry of the plane. And the rotation about the line in three-dimensional space is the symmetry in the three-dimensional space. Similarly, any translation of a plane or three-dimensional space is a symmetry. A reflection across a line L is that function that leaves every point of L fixed and takes any point Q not on L to the point Q dash so that L is perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining Q and Q dash. Notice that the restriction of a 180-degree rotation about a line L in three-dimensional dimensions to a plane containing L is a reflection across L in the plane. Thus, in the dihedral group, the motions that we described as flips about the axis of symmetry in three dimensions, for example H, V, D and D dash, are reflections across lines in two dimensions. Just as a reflection across a line is a plane symmetry that cannot be achieved by a physical motion of the plane into two dimensions, a reflection across a plane is a three-dimensional symmetry that cannot be achieved by a physical motion of three-dimensional space. For example, a cup has a reflective symmetry across the plane bisecting the cup, but this symmetry cannot be duplicated with the physical motion in three dimensions. Many objects and figures have rotational symmetry but not the reflective symmetry. A symmetry group consisting of rotational symmetry of 0 degree, 360 by n degree, or 2 into 360 by n degree, or n minus 1 360 by n degree, and so on, and no other symmetries is called a cyclic rotation of group of order n, and it is denoted by R360 by n. Thank you.